What's going on, guys? You've been probably wondering how come I haven't had any videos of the gold stuff going or any of that stuff. That's because I have been absolutely busy farming. And yeah, I haven't actually got back to it, but I got back to it today. I got running it a little bit, make sure everything was running the way I had it all set up. The only thing different I had to put in is I had to put a valve in to regulate my flow, because my flow was way too much for my little bucket here. And yeah, but now it ain't much of a setup, guys. It's nothing, nothing amazing or anything. This is I'm gonna just do it cheaply. It's the middle of winter outside. There's snow still on the ground, so it's not like you can go outside and go and do some gold mining, because yeah, you'll freeze your hands off and the water's all froze up. But we're inside and we get to do it. So my plan is, I got 2 buckets of concentrates over there. I'm going to scoop them out with a little shovel there and put them in my little bucket here. Now normally you dump it here, but I've seen guys dump it in here and it just works its way out anyways down the sluice. There's one more thing I might try to set up before I fire it up, because I don't want my pump filling up full of dirt and crud. So I'm going to try to get it in another little tinier bucket that the water flows into but doesn't let the dirt get into it. I'm going to see what I can gear up here, and then we'll get running some dirt. Alright, so I had to take my boat anchor weight and put it in my pan, because my pan kept floating away. And I didn't want to deal with that when I'm up here putting dirt in. And for my pump, I just took a cover off of one of my old jugs and got her out a little bit so the dirt will stay down in the bottom there. And you know, hopefully we won't have any dirt clog ups there. But I don't really have that much dirt to run. Both those buckets might, that taller one's got maybe like 2 shovelfuls in it, and this one's maybe got 1. But we're going to go through it kind of a little bit slow, because it's got to process through right at the end. And then we'll check what's down in here, and then we'll pull the mats, dump them in there, give her a little shaky shake, and see what we got at the end of the day. And never know, it might be a picker right there, but somehow I doubt that. We don't live in that kind of territory. It's not the Yukon here, folks. So what you see will be very fine, if you see it at all. Try to get us in the right setup here right now for you guys. But I'll see you in a moment. So my soils have been a little bit clayey, and I've been breaking it up and everything. I got some rocks and stuff off there. That's not even rocks, that's clay. It's kind of interesting, isn't it, eh? That is a clay, that dark gray, but it's hard as a rock, but see, like, it breaks off. See it breaking off? It's a hard clay, and I figure, if I'm guessing right, that there's a fine gold in this particle. But I've been breaking it up. But I'm ending up with too many of these great big huge pieces that I can't really just shovel down my sluice. So I'm picking them out a little bit. We'll get going here in a second. There's a lot of good stuff in here, but a lot of this big stuff needs to go before we send that down the sluice. Welcome back, guys, to the Smokewood Mortar. Now, before I fire this all up, I got both buckets here now. I took most of the rock out and stuff, but I think we're going to have a little issue there, but not enough to hurt us any. But before I start this up, we'll have a little talk here. This is the other thing. This is, again, cheap. And the only thing you guys really need on here, I have a couple of them. In order to go out and do some mining stuff, you need the gold pan. I got one there in the barrel. And really highly recommend having one of these. It just makes things easier. I've made homemade ones and stuff, and they worked all right, but it's better off you can go on Amazon and get one of these sluices for like $100 or something. And gold pans are like, I think 20 or 30 bucks, like nothing expensive. That's the whole point. You don't need to go out and spend all kinds of money, guys. And that's what I'm kind of trying to throw at you here is, it's not really expensive. You can go out and spend all kinds of money, but I wouldn't recommend it. Not right off the start unless your dooryard is loaded full of nuggets or something like that. But if you just want to go out and have a little fun, be with nature and dig some dirt and see what you can find in the rocks and stuff, then this is a good hobby for it. Now I got other things, I got metal detectors and all that stuff too, but I don't really try to combine the two, not yet. I've seen people who do, but I'm just like, that's a lot of work and the time. I'm just hobby doing this, so I'm just here to show you that you can do this cheap, and everything I got is pretty well help from the farm, or I had to buy that pipe set up there on top for the regulation. Everything else, and the pump. And the pump is like, I think it's 2,500 or 3,000 gallons a minute or something like that. Not gallons. Hold on, I'll tell you. Doesn't really say. Oh, I think over here on the box it says. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, give me the French stuff. Holy. Yeah, 2,500 gallons a minute. So, for an hour or something like that, I think it's an hour. Yeah, 2,500 gallons an hour. So it's like 10,000, almost 10,000 liters an hour. So we're pushing a lot of water, but we have it regulated a little bit. And hopefully everything runs good. We might be a little bit of spray off or whatever, but not enough to hurt anything. And as long as we get the dirt run through, we should be fine. Anyways, folks, I'll see you after I have my smoke. Alright guys, welcome back. It is Sunday. My wife's had a hockey tournament, so that's another reason why I got time to do this stuff today. And I'm caught up everything at work. And I just finished my cigarette off. Now I'm going to plug this thing in, and we should be pretty well ready to go here. And then we'll start running some dirt. And another thing, guys, as I was talking about everything you need here, I accumulated this over time. So, it's not like I went out yesterday and bought everything, right? It's not like I watched the Gold Show and said, I'm going to do that. That's basically what I did, but I did it over a long period of time, like 10 years. Again, just don't get too gold fever and think you're going to strike it rich, because that's not how it works, folks. That's not how it works at all. Alright. Look at that, guys. We're running. Now, I noticed there's, because the floor, and we made it with a tilt, I think I got a little bit of a tilt going on with my water action here. But we're going to run some dirt anyways. Let's get her done. Here, I'll try to give you guys a good view. Alright. First scoop of dirt. Here we go. Yep. Some of it went out. That's good. Here we go. Let's try it some more. And we'll keep putting it in, guys. And it goes like that for a while. Try to pick some of the heavier stuff out of it, but that's what it looks like. And then in she goes. Make sure everything's still good there. I noticed we're starting to get a little backflow. Might y'all just stuff some stuff in there to keep that from happening. But so far, so good. Now, I don't want to send too much of the rocky stuff through. So I'm trying to stick it to the powders here. So I'll scoop up a little bit, not a whole lot. And then dump her in there. And then it works its way out through there. Now we're getting a little buildup right there. That's why I'm not really liking that. But it is flowing out. I'm more interested to see what's going on down in the mats when we're done. But we'll see. Try to get you guys a better view. There, put a couple more scoops in, guys. Don't want to bore you too much. Watch the water flow. There, more dirt going in. I know I'm doing something you shouldn't be doing right now, but we gotta get those big rocks the heck out of there. They're holding everything up. There they go. Oh. Get out of there. There, they're going out now. Alright. We're making the money, hopefully. More and more dirt, guys. And I'll do this for a few more minutes. I don't have a whole lot of dirt really left. A lot of it's chunky now. Sure we don't have any sticking in my bucket here. Hey, it's down in there. And gone. It's fun. Alright guys, I got a little leakage there, but it's nothing major. And I got holes in our cement floor, so it's just going to leak outside anyways. Alright guys, I'll see you in a few moments. I got maybe a little bit more to run, and then we'll see what we got. That's it. All right. Just like that, guys. Whoever knew as an adult you'd have fun with a kiddie pool. Now, like I said, I'm gonna have a little look at the mats here. You never know, right? We'll run a little bit of water in, like vacuum in. Well, we gotta let that drain just for a little bit here, guys. But they're shut down. I might have a smoke while I'm waiting here. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my weight out of here. Make sure that's good, clean it off. Now this pan that I have here at the end of the snout, I'm gonna pan this. Just to make sure we didn't lose nothing. But I see there's lots of big stuff in it. Here, we'll dump the water out of it. Yeah, there's lots of big stuff in it. So we're gonna kind of dig that out by hand. I'm gonna throw it in the bucket there and see what's going on. But right now, that looks kind of decent at the bottom. All we gotta do is see, we gotta dig that, get that rocky stuff off the top there, get rid of that, and see what's at the bottom. Hopefully there's nothing, for the truth. We don't want there to be anything up in that, but if there is, then, well, two things. One, we're not running it right, but there's gold. So yeah, let's just hope there is nothing in the bottom of that one. Alright guys, back. We got to the bottom of the pan, and, well, what we were looking for is up in that area. And this is just what came out of the bottom of the sluice there, so. But what we got, I don't know if you can tell or not from this camera view, but there's a lot of fool's gold in it. It's fine, but it's fool's gold. The valley is loaded with fool's gold. You'll think you'll be hitting all kinds of the good stuff, but it's not the good stuff. But anyways, I want to pull these mats and see what we got in them. We got to dump that out into the pans and stuff, and then give them a shake and see where we're at there. Alright guys, I cleaned the one mat out. It's in that pan. The starting of the cleaning out process is in the bottom of that pan, so I'm going to clean that pan out, do another clean out on that, see if there's anything in it. And then this mat here is the one we want. This one was in underneath that one, and a lot of the fine stuff should be right here in this mat. I'll wash this all down with water and into a pan. I just been dumping water out of one pan into one pan, so that's why I got to clean out this one pan, because I'm just using the pans to dump water and clean everything out. Be nice to have a little hose or something, but it's winter time, so I'm going to do this pan and we'll see what we got. Oh. Damn it. Alright, we'll stop that now. Alright guys, I got the green and the black one empty. For what I've seen, it's really fine. And you could get it with a sucker and all that stuff, but like I say, I'm not really... I know there's fine dust gold in the valley. I know that's already there, and I'm not going to start trying to get it because you need a little bit better of a refined system to get that dusty gold. But right now we're just, concentrating on finding a good chunk. I'm hoping that this blue mat might be the one that we're looking for. Because after that gray mat and just clean up from all the getting the watering down and stuff, I haven't really found, well, I found a bit, but nothing worthwhile, nothing we're going to quit our day job over. But we'll just keep continuing here and get this done because it's been a long time coming. So what I'll do here, just for a little bit, I'll take my one pan, put it down here at the bottom, and I'm going to run a little bit of water down the sluice just because there's a little access. So hold that in the right spot, make sure we don't lose any. There we go. That cleaned her out, didn't it? I gotta take it out, but I don't want to risk losing anything fine when I pick it up and start taking it out. So that's why I did that. Alright, now I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick it up out and I'm going to put it in my pan with a little bit of water in it. Wash it back and forth, clean it right out well, and then it's clean. And then we take whatever's left over that's in the pan and we give her a little sluice. So we'll see what happens. My fingers are all... Alright guys, we're back. She's all cleaned out. I washed her down. I took the one pan, washed water down, cleaned your mats all out, washed it down into that pan. We're going to shake that mat out into that pan. Then we're going to give her a little agitation and see where we're at. Just got to put this out there. I like the green pan better than the black pan. Now, they have blue pans, too. I don't know how those ones would be. But I really like the green pans better than the black pans, if that was my professional opinion. Or if you want to buy a gold pan or anything, get a green one. They all look cool with the colors, but the green one shows the gold a little bit better. And that one there really brings out the fool's gold. So that's why I'm like, if there's any gold, you'll see it better in the green one than I think the black one. Now, just depending on who you are, you might like the black better than the green. But for me, I like the green one better than the black one. Alright guys, I'm not going to lie, that first pan, it wasn't very good. I didn't even want to show you guys. But that green pan there, that's the one that means everything. That one's going to be the one that tells us all. And that's the blue mat cleaner. I didn't really like it. I had a little bit in this one too, and I was like, ooh, this isn't a good sign. But that one should be a little bit longer because there's a little bit more heavier stuff in it, and most of the blue mat is in that green mat. I just wanted to make sure I got everything, so that's why I used two pans. But everything's cleaned out, and eventually I'll just put this stuff back away here because we're so close to spring we might make it. And we'll be able to actually just go out and not use pumps and stuff like that. But we'll see here. I'm going to start cleaning this one out. Alright guys, as I'm having my smoke here. Yeah, we ran quite a bit. See, I took quite a bit of the rockier stuff out. There's still... you can see the bottom of this. That's all. Like, there's not that much left we didn't run. But the rocky stuff is starting to clog up the sluice now. This is the other mistake I will tell you that I probably should have done, and I've done it on my own homemade sluices, is you should have some sort of grading system before you start sending stuff down your sluice. Don't be sending rocky stuff down like that. Now, I'll show you. I got a homemade setup here. Now, I know you guys have seen it before, the old glory hole. I had this thing on it now. Not quite the same setup, is it? Homemade one. But see, I had a shaker box on here. And that graded your material so you didn't get any rocks and stuff down in there, right? Which I might gear something up yet, because that's why I'm like, yeah, you gotta have graded stuff. You don't want to be sending great big rocks and stuff down through your sluice because it clogs up everything. So keep that in mind. There. You're back. Had to go rescue Dougie's burns out of the alarm. Made it back. And I did the pan. And there was a few fine dust particles in it. I didn't want to wrestle with my camera and try to get it all out for you guys or whatever. Just to show you nothing, really. That's why I'm like, we're in it for stuff that we can see. But it's there, but it's really fine. Like, it's really... You probably need a gold cube and a couple other things to get that real fine stuff. But other than that, there were signs. It was fun. You're right. That's the only reason we're doing it. We had a little downtime. We had a little fun. Now I'll put it all away, and pretty soon it'll be spring, like I was saying, and we'll be out there. Maybe when we get time. Time is the essence, is the big thing. Anyways, I had fun. Hopefully you guys have fun watching. See ya.